Hello, grade 9. Today's lesson it's about the Persian Empire. So, as we mentioned in the last lesson, the Assyrian Empire's rulers, achievements, and also the decline and fall of each and every empire we spoke before. So, today, the Persian Empire, the rise of Persia. The Assyrians employed military force to control a vast empire. In contrast, the Persians based their empire on tolerance and diplomacy. Ancient Persia included what today is Iran. The Persian homeland. Indo-Europeans first migrated from Central Europe and southern Russia to the mountains and plateaus east of the Fertile Crescent. This area extended from the Caspian Sea in the north of the Persian Gulf in the south. In addition to the fertile farmland, ancient Iran boasted a wealth of minerals such as copper, gold, and silver. Let's see. Cyrus the Great founds an empire. Cyrus, previous king, began to conquer several neighboring kingdoms. Cyrus was a military genius, leading his army from victory to victory between 550 and 539 BC. In the time, Cyrus controlled an empire that spanned 2,000 miles from the Indus River in the east of the Anatolia in the west. Even more than his military genius, though, Cyrus's most enduring legacy was his method of governing. His kindness toward conquered people revealed a wise and tolerant view of empire. Cyrus was killed as he fought nomadic invaders on the eastern border of his empire. Persian rule. The task of unifying conquered territories fell to rulers who followed Cyrus. Cyrus died in 530 BC. His son Cambyses, named after Cyrus's father, expanded the Persian Empire by conquering Egypt. However, the son neglected to follow his father's wise example. Cambyses' successor, Darius, a noble of the ruling dynasty, had begun his career as a member of the king's bodyguard. Darius spent his first 3 years of his reign putting down revolts. He spent the next few years establishing a well-organized and efficient administration, having brought peace and stability to the empire. Darius turned his attention to conquest. Darius's only failure was his inability to conquer Greece, provinces, and satraps. So, although Darius was a great warrior, his real genius lay in administration. To govern his swirling empire, Darius divided it into 20 provinces. These provinces were roughly similar to the homelands of the different groups of people who lived within the Persian Empire. Under the Persian rule, the people of each province spoke their own language and followed many of their own laws. The administrative policy of many groups, sometimes called nationalities, living by their own laws within one empire, was repeatedly practiced in Southwest Asia. Although the tolerant of the many groups within his empire, Darius still ruled with absolute power. In each province, Darius installed a governor called a satrap who ruled locally. Two other tools helped Darius to hold together his empire. An excellent system of roads allowed Darius to communicate quickly with the most distant parts of the empire. Darius borrowed the second tool, manufacturing metal coins, from the Lydans of the Asia Minor. The network roads and the wide use of the standardized coins promoted trade. Trade in turn helped to hold together the empire. Through their good government, the Persians brought political order to Southwest Asia. They preserved ideas from earlier civilizations and found new ways to live and rule. The respect for other cultures helped to preserve those cultures for the future. The powerful dynasty Cyrus established in Persia lasted for 200 years and grew into a huge empire. So, as we mentioned in the last empires that we spoke before, we will see that the Akkadian Empire also lasted for 200 years, and this shows the excellency and how was the founder of the empire great. As Sargon the Great was named by this name because his empire lasted for 200 years after his death, and this shows his genius and how he was magnificent ruler. That's it. Thank you, grade 9, for listening.